be honest with yourself. Don't be saying, I just want a man that's just gonna love me and then you abuse yourself.
And you don't want love. Don't be saying that and you don't want love. You want stuff, things.
Hi guys, welcome back to Who Pays for Dinner. I'm Jamie Nicole.
I'm Rotimi Nigel.
And
this is.
All right, one more time.
Okay.
You gonna start it off or you gonna be started off?
I'm gonna do it. What's up? Welcome to Who Pays for Dinner. I'm Rotimi Nigel. Welcome back.
Okay.
What up? Welcome back to Who Pays for Dinner. I'm Rotimi Nigel.
And I'm Jamie Nicole.
And today we are talking about qualifications. You used to work at a leasing agency, a leasing apartment complex.
Yes.
And you were a leasing agent, and they would tell you about not pre-qualifying potential residents, right?
Absolutely.
Kind of explain what that means.
So it just means you can't judge a book by its cover.
Okay.
Basically, you can't tell a person's income or their ability to rent or lease at that place just by looking at them. Yeah. So take your time, truly listen, truly get to know them and their needs, and find out how you can fulfill them.
Is there a place where pre-qualifying potential suitors is beneficial or even detrimental in dating?
I think yes and no.
Okay.
I think some things wouldn't necessarily be pre-qualifying, but discernment and good judgment. And certain things could be pre-qualifying, and it could be where you done said no to your Mr. Right. Or you overlooked the right woman, you overlooked your wife because you was trying to have something tight. Yeah. Now, not pre-qualifying a person doesn't mean that you settle. It doesn't mean that you just give everybody a chance.
But yeah, I think that too. I think that people get to a place where it's like, I need this, I need that. And obviously by my gestures and my tone, I'm talking about women. Where it's like, he got to be this, he got to be this, he got to be that. And it's just like...
That goes both ways.
It goes both ways.
Yo, she need to have her hair like this. She got to look like this. Did you see the audacity of the guy the other day? She cannot be big.
He said she can't be skinny.
Nah.
And he said, I like some meat on the bone.
But then he said, curves. But she can't be like she, like all like she.
Okay, men do have a way.
I want to say, what the? I'm sick of it. I'm just sick of it. She got to be 5'5" with brown eyes, and she got to have a Coke bottle shape. Like, you're ashy. You got wax coming out of your ears. You got boogers in your nose. Your room is dirty. Like, I'm just sick of it with the requirements. Men
do have a way where
there's an
on the physical end of things, on the physical spectrum, men have a way of, no matter where they are on the spectrum, they need it right at a certain spot, right in that sweet spot. So a man can be very obese or real scrawny, but he in his mind, the woman got to be like whatever.
So exactly. Picturesque, so perfect.
But women have a way of doing where I can't date no man who make less than 6 figures. I can't date no man who don't, but you can barely pay rent for yourself. You can't even live in the building that you like on your own. You see what I'm saying?
Fair, yeah,
so you can't provide for yourself, but you need a supreme provider. And it's like, what if I need you to take care of me? What if I get sick? Now we evicted.
Yeah.
You know? So we both do that. Men are physical.
Yeah, not we. not me. Actually, I did do it earlier because we trying to move into this real fancy place.
Jamie, every time I bring it up, Jamie kind of just get quiet. And it's like the building she want to live in.
I can't afford.
It's like $2,000 a month. Like, can I pay it? Can I pay it? Sure. But should we be paying that? Absolutely not. But when I bring it up or bring up other buildings, there's other nice high rises in Houston. And Jamie act like they nothing. It's nothing.
But it's just so pretty. Come on, we all test.
Okay. So anyway, so men have a way of their, what do you call that when they send out the
a disillusion?
Yeah, they have the disillusion. You know how jobs send out a job posting, men's job posting. They want you to have, figuratively so much experience. Both parties.
Yeah.
But the people turning in the resumes, obviously no one's gonna have all like you want it. So they may fit the shell of what you think you want, but the internal components are not matching. Or the internal will be there, but because the shell don't fit what you think you want, you disregard.
Yeah.
And we know a lot of people like that. We see a lot of things like that. Have you ever been that sort of way?
I don't think so, because my rubric for dating or those that appeal to me or that I have interest in have not been like, I didn't have like a a laundry list, I don't think.
Okay.
Like, I always liked the quiet guy. I always liked the guy that was humorous, that was really bright, that didn't need everybody's attention, that wasn't necessarily the popular guy. That's the kind of guy that always, kind of, I was checking for.
Yeah, I didn't have a type. I always, you know what's weird? When you, usually if you pick somebody who's like not the, you pick the most beautiful person in the room, right? Then it's like, yeah, but she was a bad person. But I always date like funny looking girls. And they,
I didn't say it.
And they were still bad people.
I'm dying over here. Get this guy.
You know what?
So I'm watching an episode of Steve Harvey. The young lady describes what guys she absolutely will not date. The fake CEO that claims to be running a business, but really he doesn't. The gamer who likes to play video games all the time, can't concentrate on anything else. And she named like 3 other characteristics that were like a no-go. So Steve Harvey, unbeknownst to the woman, hires, let's say 5 actors. He plants one good guy in the batch of the guys. She goes on a date, and then they get back to the show, and he goes, tell me who was your top pick. So she said, oh, I picked such and such. Guess who he was? The gamer. And then he was like, well, who was your second runner-up? Guess who he was? The fake CEO. He goes, oh, well, what about such and such? And she goes, oh, I just thought he was, like, boring. I didn't think we had a connection. And he goes, that's the one good guy I put in the whole batch. Who you connected with was the very person you described you don't want to date. And I was like, God, I was so mad with her because I was like, she making us look crazy. Because when a woman says, like, you know, when men are like, y'all don't know what y'all want, it's like, no, I know exactly what I want. Then we pull out this laundry list of what I ain't gonna do and I ain't gonna tolerate, who I want, who I don't want. And then you go right for
know what y'all want, though.
She went right for the sucker. I was like, what's with this chick?
You don't know what you want to eat, let alone who you're gonna spend your life with.
I'm sick of dudes saying y'all never know what y'all want to eat. Just because y'all taste palette got like 3 options, chicken tenders, nuggets, and french fries. I mean, y'all probably had all day to think about that. So y'all asking us on the spot and y'all want us to know, like, right on the spot. For all I know, you could have been thinking about it all day today. So, well, I do know that I would like Luby's after this. Chicken fried chicken, mashed potatoes, sweet corn in a dessert with a couple rolls with a side of butter. Oh, and I left the gravy out for dipping.
Popeyes. But y'all don't know even what, you know, y'all don't know what y'all want for real. And she didn't make y'all look crazy. She illustrated that y'all are crazy.
Maybe we're just not always truly in position to have the things that we say we want.
What's difficult to articulate and that y'all are not truthful about. Y'all ready for some real truth? And maybe y'all don't even realize this. Y'all want everything.
What's wrong with that?
Everything. And you try to narrow it down. You think the list is, I just narrowed it down. This is just a few things I want. And it's a CVS receipt.
Okay, and for the dudes that like hate on the women for having this long laundry list of things that they want in a man, y'all, before they get in a relationship, y'all be acting like y'all don't have them same requirements. You have it, you just have it when you get in a relationship. Now all of a sudden, oh, she need to know not to talk during the games. Oh, she need to know that I need a break when I first get home from work. Oh, she need to know I got issues with my mom. Oh, she need to, so all of a sudden you got requirements, right? Oh, okay, but you just ain't know yours till you got in it. And she knew hers, but oh, okay.
Hold on, man. This show supposed to be for the people. I felt like you was talking about me some.
No, I wasn't talking about you. I'm just saying dudes be so mad at the girls for having this say laundry list of qualities they want in a man, but the men be having theirs too. They just don't say it up front. They just say it later.
Yeah, I feel like. Just keep it hypothetical.
Yeah.
You know, but y'all want everything. Y'all be wanting a man who got ample time to spend with you and put into the relationship, but also mad if y'all can't go get something to eat, or if y'all can't live where y'all want to live, or travel like you want to travel.
But I think every kind of person reflects every kind of way to be. There are also those women out there that are in relationships where they're settling for less, when they're being treated in ways that they don't deserve, when they actually should expect and demand more.
Sure. Those are the ones that's getting married faster, though. They easy to deal with.
Where they should stand up for themselves. So I think there's an equal opposite as well.
Yeah.
On the side of both sexes, where it's like
some people take far too less and some people want far too much.
Yeah.
And there's that happy medium that not most people get to find.
Are we overlooking the challenge it can be to find the happy medium in understanding who you are, what are fair expectations to set, and then actually finding that person?
Yeah, sure.
Because we were lucky enough to find each other and...
No, I had to dig through some dirt first. I paid a lot of dues to get to you.
Aww.
And so I had to dig through some dirt. Foist.
That made me cry. My house was dirty.
Don't do that. You don't give them good people, man.
I know. You are so right.
I'm sweet, good, God-fearing, church-going girl.
Wow.
But yeah, it can be very difficult, especially if you not knowing yourself, not knowing your boundaries, and you having to learn everything like the hard way, learning what you're going for, what you're not going for, the hard way, learning by experience rather than having just real time to reflect and having introspective moments of getting to know yourself.
Maybe it can be tough to adhere to boundaries when you're excited about, like, yo, I really think I met somebody that, like, could fit the bill.
That's super exciting.
Yeah, and then it's like, well, you know, maybe some of my standards, I ain't gonna worry about
I don't need that. Yeah.
You know what I also hear from women is, like, along the way, I saw the signs. Like, I saw, like, the things that was adding up that wasn't right, and I just was like, you know what? He good at other, you know, he treats me good, you know, and it's like enough of that dismissiveness, and it start like, now you in something you ain't.
Y'all gotta stop looking for a tall.
Who is y'all? Who is y'all?
Women.
Why you not addressing both sexes? This is like mad bias. Do we need to start over?
Nah. When we did our intro, we said discussion, sometimes debate. So I don't gotta be on your side. I can say it like I want to say it.
Okay, go ahead.
Y'all gotta stop looking for a tall man too. And I'm gonna tell y'all, women be wanting a man that's tall. And I told one of our good friends.
And men be wanting women that's foreign. What the is foreign?
I don't know.
She need to be exotic. What the? Go ahead. I'm sorry.
You don't get to speak on that either. So.
Why?
You get to speak on it, but.
Why I can't?
You're Syrian and Armenian.
Okay, go ahead.
You don't get to speak on it.
Okay, I'm
so.
sorry.
Yeah, I'm going to tell women why y'all need to quit waiting on a tall man to come and also be a good man. Because the two are almost mutually exclusive.
What about Russell Wilson?
He's not tall. If you ask any NFL analyst, they'll tell you Russell Wilson is under height.
If you ask in the neighborhood
as a
girl,
quarterback,
is he tall?
He's 5'11".
That's tall.
That's tall to me. I'm 5'6".
Yeah, he
maybe.
almost 6 feet.
Right, and that's what I'm saying. That's beautiful. That's a gift from God to always be 6 feet. You know, but I'm short, so he tall to me. But then it's like,
taller than me.
Okay, but women don't say 5'11" is tall. They say like 6'2", 6'3". So let me get to this so I can use it as an Instagram clip. Let me have it say. So a tall man think he got a lot of options because the women want a tall guy, and he also still think he can play sports. So he was on varsity. He probably played some JUCO ball. He's still trying to get in the NFL. He's still trying to get in the NBA. He think he got a D-League workout coming. You see what I'm saying? And so he subconsciously don't feel like he needs you. Because if he hit this next level, he gonna get that next kind of woman. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You work at Enterprise. You fine. But you work at the stove. He trying to take a bottle girl up out the club.
Or the bank. Lawrence was checking for the chick at the bank.
That was a sleeper. That was a sleeper. And
she held him down too. Not that I'm on her side.
He held her down too.
Yeah, I saw it. I was like, damn.
They was really doing it.
They were.
You think they was really doing it?
Probably. Would you? Don't answer that.
Thank you. So anyways, yeah, the tall guy, just X that one out and just see how it comes.
Instead of hating on tall guys.
I'm not hating on tall guys. I have many tall friends.
Okay, but
many tall friends.
But why don't you just say that
Arian's tall?
Great things come in all kinds of
Corey
packages.
Tall.
So don't just skew what you're looking for. Don't skip over.
Sure. But I'm telling you, if you said, I like a man about 5'8", 5'9", oh, quickly, you'd be married.
What about
you'd be married. You're going to be married because he's going to be like, man, you like me? You like me back?
Right. And who wants to... So now you saying the shorter man has fewer choices, so he
don't got fewer choices.
What you saying then?
What I'm saying is he more down to earth.
Yeah, he is.
He more down to earth. And then he understanding like, yeah, you.
That's not fair.
I'm telling you.
I'm almost 5'8", and I'm a down to earth, lovely young woman.
It's different for y'all.
What you saying?
It ain't about the height. Kim
tall,
who? Kim what?
Smart.
Kim who?
Beautiful.
In Augusta?
Yeah.
That's who I told quit looking for a tall man.
Yeah, I know. I'm saying, but for women, it's like you describing attributes that make you a sucker person.
Kim, beautiful girl, tall girl.
Yeah, no, I'm saying tall people can be dope.
She find a little short, regular height man. that like just I like you. It's a done deal. We be getting a wedding invitation 8 months.
Why didn't we just say just don't let your expectations reflect things that aren't always superficial or surface level. It doesn't have to be superficial to like a tall guy.
I have nothing against tall people. I have many tall friends. I had 3 tall people at my house before. So yes, you can't pre-qualify by the look. Mm-hmm. Now, let's talk about occupation. You get the guy who has the high income or the job that looks really good on paper, mm-hmm. and you realize a number of different things. One, to get that high income, he or she has to work a ton. Mm-hmm. That high income also creates a certain entitlement within them, possibly. Okay. To where they treat you a certain way because you're the lower earner. Yeah. And then also, or you just feel a certain way after a while because you're the lower earner. Right. And then also, there's the idea of what if they lose that income? Then
the stakes being really high.
Yeah. Now, how do you feel about your partner? Are they still qualified? Are they not? Is it a thing where I'm with you, so I'm gonna stay with you, but I'm pressing you to get back to that, even though it could have been very circumstantial that they were at that place.
Yeah. You want the vacation. You want the getaways. You want certain things for your children. You want.
It's a tightrope because there's excitement and spontaneity and passion
with resources,
and there's it without it. You see what I'm saying?
That's true.
It's like there's that on one hand. On the other hand, there's stability and security and growth. But a lot of people believe they want both, and it's hard to get both because to get the artist that's compassionate and empathetic and can feel you and understand you, but also knows how to conduct business and save and be planned out and methodical, in their business movements. It's who's doing that?
I think that's now it starts to show more and more reason for like occupation and certain like temporal things need to not be what you leading with. Mm-hmm. It needs to be things that are lasting and that are congruent to like the kind of person that you most need more so than what you want. I don't know.
It's sad enough we're in a time where people are not leading with the
because looks are fleeting, money can be fleeting, circumstance can be fleeting, access.
And all of what you just named is exactly what people look at as qualifiers. It's like, that's the person, that's who I want. You know what I'm saying? And so those things are fleeting, and a lot of times it's a matter of appearance and perspective, because money ain't what it looked like, and the access ain't what it looked like, and the looks, there's people, come on now, we know what it is, but you can manufacture a look now.
In all honesty though, it helps to start with attraction. I mean, attraction is a real thing.
You don't want to, there's some people who only date ball players, again.
Bowling.
Right. How do you feel about that? You're a beautiful girl. You could be anywhere. You could go get a Rocket, a Texan.
Houston Rocket. Oh, killing me softly. I don't think that's the words. I'm sorry.
I was close. But
what was the question again? I'm sorry, I got distracted from my
Some people, there's girls who only date ball players. Yeah. There's guys who only might date the, heavy makeup, body done type chick. Mm-hmm. What's your thoughts towards that?
Okay, now for the ladies that only want to date ball players and the dudes that only want to date Buffy the Body, I feel like that's cool. Just stay in y'all realm of people. Just don't be stepping out and be trying to date other people that like really got a heart of gold, you know what I'm saying? And then you make them people mad, and then when them people get back in the regular dating world to date regular people, now they bitter and they mean and stuff. So like stick with your like trophy girl and stick with your trifling dude, and we're gonna be good. So I just feel like whatever energies you put out there and whatever priorities you host is what you'll get in return. Mm-hmm. That's kind of what I it's tough to say that because sometimes you're a really good person and what you putting out there is all the love and all the respect you got, and then you dealing with a douchebag. But I don't know. I just feel like if all you want to date is ball players, go for it. But when he bouncing your ass, bouncing around, don't be surprised.
Swizzy. Right.
But that's not fair because that's saying
that all don't mean they're bad people. That's what I say. Go for it. You're gonna have to work out the kinks in any relationship. You might as well not have to split the rent. I was gonna say that doesn't mean they're bad people.
Yeah, that's
and it don't mean the girl who liked those, or because maybe she feels like, man, the ball player that's just a good way to group the kind of things they like. Competitive, maybe financially well-to-do,
maybe a social.
It might have the body build that they like. You can't promise the social skills and all that. But so. You gotta look at it from that point of view too, but at the same time,
but good and bad people come in all shapes and sizes. Good and bad people
and mostly
have
tall.
All kinds of occupations. It's just tough. I think it's better just to equip yourself with the tools to recognize good people, just GP, like good folk.
Are you with me? Oh yeah, we are the church. Ain't going nowhere.
We are the church?
Yeah. What do you think he was saying? What do you think he was saying? GP, are you with me? Oh yeah.
We have in church ain't going nowhere.
I thought he said GP. Oh yeah, we all the church ain't going nowhere.
Oh, I thought he was saying we have in church ain't going nowhere.
It might be.
You want to bet?
Bet what? I know what I'm wagering.
Never mind.
I know what I want. Okay. So, equip yourself with the discernment to judge characters.
Yeah.
Maybe ask the right questions. Maybe you need a list of like the kind of questions to ask a person. But some people don't even care about that. Some people truly don't care about that.
And I was gonna say,
I just want somebody, and I want this kind of somebody.
Yeah, and equally asking the other person questions. Ask yourself questions. I mean, what do you understand about who you are and the things that you truly are into or value? If you are trying to be in a relationship that has longevity and that's long lasting, then don't be racing to the finish line. Like, don't be skipping parts, and let that person be your friend. Friends. How many of us have them? Must be friends. And you know what? It's different strokes for different phases in your life. It might be a young woman that's 20-something and she was like all that lovey-dovey, like building a future, a house, kids, and a pet. Like, I don't really want that right now.
I want to have fun.
I want to get flued out.
I
want sunny Instagram pictures. I want
rooftop pool. Yeah. Sit on a swan. Yeah, all that.
So,
But we're giving it the worst look too. Some people are truly searching for what they think. Big house, picket fence, 2.5 kids in the car, or a dog.
Yeah.
Thinking about, some people are truly trying to get that, but don't quite know what that is. Some people didn't have that family structure growing up with a solid dad, solid mom, and parents are together because they were in love. And, most people parents is together because they got pregnant with them. Okay. What question should one ask if they're trying to discern? Well, I was hoping you would answer first and I would answer second, having had some time to sound smarter than you.
I need you to lead.
If you go first.
Go and lead, Papa Burr. I will take life experiences. First, let me say this. Relationships, in my opinion, are experiences. They're more than a status. They're more than just what you can tell your partners and your family members. It's an experience, and I think every person deserves to have the best experience that they can have. Mm-hmm. With that being said, I think your questions and how you exercise good judgment and discernment in getting to know the other person should reflect the kind of experience you desire to have. So for me, when I was younger, unfortunately, I witnessed my mother's husband walk out on her. I witnessed him leave her with the responsibility of my younger siblings. Okay. I watched my mother raise, obviously, all of us by herself. And I made a vow to myself that I would never accept anything like that. Okay. Ever. So, something that I have to observe in the behavior of my partner is, how does he handle conflict? How does he treat you in the face of
adversity? Yeah,
adversity or conflict, or what are his beliefs about family and how that should look and function.
I think asking questions that kind of help you understand how much a person understands themselves.
We just took a road trip, and it was a group of our friends in the car, and we did just a round of questions. And there were random ones I found on Pinterest. And one of them was, what is the last thing that you got angry about that you shouldn't have?
That's a good question.
And I'm not saying it has to be that question, but...
Yeah, but a list of 20 questions sometimes can be like, it can make the date feel kind of like a job interview.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying to present it as such. I'm just saying there is a kind of curiosity that was sparked there, and they were open-ended questions that weren't yes or no.
And it can roll out other conversations.
Yeah,
sure.
And the open-ended question makes you see how that person processes, how they answer. You know, some people, they keep it real short.
Yeah, sure.
Are you a person that doesn't really care for conversation? So
and sweet is good for you? I can't deal with a person who don't want to expand on answers. Yeah. You can't unpack answers. Because a lot of the questions I'm asking you are conduit to further conversation.
People that do not believe in self-disclosure, that's perfectly fine. I respect that. I respect boundaries. But we ain't going to get very far. You have to self-disclose.
Yeah.
Because
even if you're not comfortable with it, even if you don't know a lot of words.
Even if it's even okay to say, well, I'm not used to really disclosing as much, so I'll try to answer them as best I can, you know. But just when people be straight up giving you like 1-2 word, I'd be like, man, never mind.
It was cool.
Yeah.
Next. Right. Yeah, I don't know if I can deal with that. So, and that's another thing, just gauging a person's level of communication.
Yeah.
Are they uptight? Are they down to have fun? Are they?
So questions are almost as important as attitude and openness. Because sometimes you'll already sit to the table with your hurts and your past whatever baggage, and you're not even really hearing and learning the person for who they're showing you that, or that they're initially presenting to you they are.
So why even be there then?
Some women be saying, I just want to know what's wrong with you. And it's like you already starting with a bad attitude. Yeah. Like, that's terrible.
Right.
Which I understand, because like I don't want to be hurt again. I hate being at this point.
None of us can control that.
Right.
So it's like you're gonna go in it and be in it, and you gotta take your shot. You gotta take, I mean, obviously you look for red flags, but
would you not want the Carfax on a woman?
Absolutely.
So is that much different than her feeling like, just what's wrong with you? It's the same thing.
Yeah, but who's going to tell you that? And then who all really knows what's wrong with themselves? Who knows how to say, you know what? I actually suffer from anxiety and low confidence, and it causes me to...
That's not funny, I'm sorry.
Right, and it causes me to project hurt onto others.
Yeah.
Like, I'll talk to you bad because I'm just uncomfortable in most situations.
Right.
So, who knows how to say that?
Do you believe in that question where they said, what did you learn from like your past relationship?
Sure.
And ladies, if you ask that man what he learned from his last relationship and he started talking about his ex, now don't be getting mad because you did ask the question. Dudes, don't be extra elaborating on that girl. Sum up your point. Maybe you want to think about that question and your answer to that ahead of time. Because we don't need to know, she had dimples in her left butt. She made good chicken and rice. And like, okay, you're doing too much.
Sure, okay. That's a valid, because it happened and you did learn something.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
It's tough.
If you didn't learn nothing, you finna experience your past relationship all over again with a new shell.
What if they confess in sharing with you that they dated that person for a very long time? Does that raise red flags for you as the new person that they have such a deep history?
I think it depends on how long. Okay, they could have dated for a long time. Okay, how long were y'all broken up? Where's your head at now? Now I'm just trying to gauge where your head's at now.
How soon is too soon to date? Following a breakup.
Who's to say? Because in Tyler Perry movies, women be dating 30 minutes later. So the man be doing some stuff and she move on, and it be a dude in a beater with cornrows, and 30 minutes later she in a new relationship. Now she's guarded, but an hour after that she in love. They somehow have acquired a home. He's raising the kids, so pre-qualifying. Just be open.
Necessary evil.
I think be open, but have boundaries, and some boundaries do need to be stiff. But be open.
Know who you are, so that those boundaries make sense. They have place, and the more that you respect yourself, it'll be, I think, easier to keep those boundaries and those values.
And know yourself.
Prioritize.
The more you know yourself,
the more you know.
So spend time with yourself first. Okay, that's it. Cut and print. Alicia's little sister Selena put a meme up that said, "At this point, I think my soulmate probably a piece of chicken." My soulmate probably a piece of chicken.
That's funny. I'm sick of it. Sick of it. Oh, excuse me. Excuse me.
Oh my god.
Sorry. Ooh.
We at the church ain't going nowhere.
Where you see that?
Right there.
Oh yeah, we at the church ain't going nowhere. So we was both wrong.
I was closer.
No.
You said we having church. I said we are the church. I was just 2 letters off.
What?
You said we having church.
Yeah, we having church like we at it.
No, that's not what you meant.
Yeah, you gotta be at it to have
I said we are. You said we having. And so it's we at the church ain't going nowhere.
Yeah, but we are is totally different context than we at.
No, it's really close.
So is having church and being at church. It's just as close as being the church and being at the church. Anyway, come on. We was just both wrong. It's okay.
You're more wrong.